Alright folks, here it is. So I did the unboxing and now I've finished the install. I may have mentioned that I was going to do an install video, and I kind of started to, but then I got impatient. I really wanted to get this thing installed, and I didn't have any way to really do the camera work while I was doing that. So I installed it along with an amplifier and some really nice speakers. That's why it took me so long to get back to you with the review on this. So overall, the review so far, I am very much satisfied. So here it is on its home screen. This is just the native install. I've done quite a few changes already. But until then, I'm just gonna show you what it looked like in its native format, right? So you've just got a couple of pages. I've added a few apps to the home screen. I'm an Uber and Lyft driver, so those are there. I'm gonna show you that in a little bit, what makes me super excited about this. And then, so you got one page that way from the home screen. Sometimes it's a little laggy, because I've got a bunch of stuff running in the background. Right, and then over here, as a car launcher is what I was going to tell you about. This is what I've got running as my main launcher under normal circumstances. So this is really neat. You can have it show all kinds of neat things here. You can put your own list of apps that you want to be able to quick launch right here. This is an app called Car Launcher. I went ahead and paid the $3.50 for the full version because it allows you to make some customizations, which I like. Then it has a launcher over here, so you can get to all of your other apps that you want. So the native features of this thing, really fantastic. I've got full steering wheel control here in my Kia. There was no adapter required. I literally just took the one wire that comes from the steering wheel as part of the stereo harness. I had to add an extra pin to my to the Metra harness adapter I bought, but so as you can see, I've got steering wheel controls, pushing the buttons over here, getting volume change over here. I can scroll through to get different modes, right, between the radio, navigation, music, video, phone, aux, whatever. So right now I've just got on aux because I'm just playing Pandora, and it's going to take over here in a second, turn off my Pandora, and I can just go back to Pandora and hit play right down here in my Car Launcher app, and it starts right back up. So for a data signal, in this case, I'm just using my phone as a hotspot. I've got an unlimited data plan, so I'm not super worried about it. I use a lot of data anyway, doing Uber and Lyft all the time. But speaking of Uber and Lyft, that's one of the really cool things. One of the main features that I wanted this stereo for was allow me to be able to run Uber and Lyft side by side. So at first I spent a bunch of time looking for apps that would allow me to do it, and then I found out that I'm kind of dumb, and turns out that in real life there's a version of Android operating system, which this came with, called Nougat. And in Nougat, side-by-siding apps is natively supported. So let's just start one. So we'll start the Lyft app. Okay, so now that that's running in the background, we'll go back to our launcher, and then we'll find our Uber driver app. Get that one running over to the side. So now I have both of these apps running. Right now they're not either one online because I don't want to get a pickup request while I'm shooting this video because that would be awkward. So now I've got both apps running. So you hit your recents button, just the square button like is normally on the bottom side of your phone. Okay, so I'm going to go down here and I'm going to long click on Lyft and drag it to the left. And then it'll give me an option of what I want to run over here on the right. And I click my Uber driver app, and it takes a second, but there we go. And now I have both apps running side by side. And at any given time, if I get a request on one, all I do is turn the other one off and grab this little divider bar in the middle, slide it to the side that you want to keep, and it makes the other app full screen. And then to go back, you just repeat the same process to run both apps in side-by-side mode. Super handy. I strongly recommend this this type of device. This particular brand, this is an EONON, E-N-O-N-O-N. I'll post the link to where I bought it in the description. But yeah, so if you're an Uber and or Lyft driver, I strongly recommend this. It's so much better than having to look over at your phone. It's a much bigger screen. It works really well. It just feels very natural. It boots up automatically. The only downside I'll say, this particular one doesn't have the ability to have a cell data natively. You can add on. I've read that there's an add-on for it. I don't own it yet. So for now, I just use my phone as a hotspot, and I haven't had any issues with that. It would be nice if it had its own SIM card slot to run things from. But aside from that, this is a fantastic purchase, under $300 with shipping. I think I spent another $20 on the install hardware for an adapter to make it fit my car, and the wiring harness. So as you can see behind here, it just has a little bracket that sticks out, and it mounts right in a double DIN slot. They also make these in single DIN mounting sizes. So if you don't have a double DIN opening in your console, then you don't have to cut your car all to hell to put one in. But if you do get one, I strongly recommend you get the car launcher app. This thing makes it just feel so much smoother. It looks like a much more high-end car stereo than the kind of a clunky tablet app. So I hope you all enjoyed my video, and if you did, like it, give me a thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel and see what other kind of cool stuff I'm up to. Peace out, YouTube. Enjoy.